God, thank you for this lovely morning, for this gathering of people, and for our time together. Amen. Please be seated. "27 years ago, when I first quit drinking, I had a chemical dependency counselor who in many ways saved my life. I saw him twice a month for the first couple of years of recovery. And at some point, about 9 months to 1 year into this, and mind you, I am sober at this point. I haven't had a drink in what I, at that point, considered a very long time. 9 months or 12 months, I casually say something like, "Only an idiot would buy toilet paper. It's free everywhere." And I cannot recall how this came up or why. He asked me some clarifying questions so as to completely understand that, yes, I am taking toilet paper from wherever I am, and I am bringing it to my apartment. And his reaction has stayed with me for 27 years. He leans back, he puts down his pen, he takes off his glasses, and he looks at me and he says, "Gina, what rules apply to you?" And at the time, I really, really wanted to answer gravity, Murphy's Law, thermodynamics, I don't know, all of these things I think apply to me. And I knew my first reaction was not the right answer. If you have just admitted to your counselor that you go to the gym, stuff your bag full of toilet paper, and take it home, it is not the time to be a wise guy. It is time to examine your thinking. And in an effort at full disclosure, I was indignant. I had quit drinking. I really quit drinking when I didn't even want to. And so I thought, you are welcome, you know. But I assure you, a lot has shifted in the last 27 years. That exchange changed how I experience myself vis-a-vis the rules, authority, and boundaries. Because I understand my own tendencies a bit differently, and although I don't want to let go of all of my questioning of authority, I definitely do not endorse exceptionalism. And there is some tension there. 26, 27-year-old Gina would have not accepted the fate of the foolish bridesmaids. There are too many loopholes in the story. There are too many other possibilities. 10 bridesmaids go out. Half have full oil bottles. 5 of them do not. And they're going to run out of oil before they get to the wedding banquet because the groom's party was delayed. It sounds like there's enough oil for everyone to make it to the wedding, but maybe not back. Share the oil, stop at the market on the way home, right? Or, second loophole, and I feel this is my duty as a feminist theologian to point out, the party does not start until the bridesmaids show up, right? There is no wedding without the bridesmaids. They could all go to the market and be fashionably late together. I am challenging how we appropriate this parable because I am currently a foolish bridesmaid. The 26-year-old me definitely identified with the wise bridesmaids. Even 36 or 43-year-old me likely would have thought themselves one of the wise. But not this year. Right now, I am fully among the foolish. My lamp oil is low, my wick is short, and I only have one match. I am depleted and consistently short on supply. Back in August, I dropped my daughter off for her first year of college, becoming an empty nester, a term my dogs take great exception to, but nonetheless. And since then, both of her grandparents on her father's side have passed away within the first 2 months of her being gone, and within 2 weeks of each other. You have been checking in on me. You have lent me your ear. You have told me your own stories. You have chatted with me after church, in the kitchen downstairs serving soup, and before meetings. We have made jokes. We have lightened things up, offered prayers. I know I am not alone. I know it 100%. So I don't have any oil, but I am also in the kingdom of heaven with you. And this must be what the living Christ wants for us. Love connecting us to God and each other, freedom connecting us to God and each other, and dignified community centered on God and each other. I don't believe this morning's parable is telling me to slow down or take care or be prepared. I don't believe the overall message is about punishing us or excluding us if we're not ready for every eventuality. Big picture, it is very unlikely that Jesus is saying that we could be locked out in some permanent way of the kingdom of heaven for spending the day getting ready for a wedding banquet and not grabbing some extra oil for the walk to the next village. More likely, the living Christ delights in our questioning exclusion of any kind. The most literal thing about the parable is that Jesus is in the small group telling us the story. If our reaction is, hey, I think we could include more people into that kingdom of heaven, the living Christ encourages us to definitely go and do that. If we think more mercy would be better than less mercy, that is great. Opening ourselves to expansive ideas of the kingdom of heaven is the point. There is a lot of the kingdom here at St. Mark's with all of you, and I am very grateful. I have been a wise bridesmaid. I have also been foolish and sometimes just the wise guy on the sidelines questioning authority. The living Christ is challenging me not just to have the thought, more people could come to the party if we ... but to actually do the action, to reach out, to listen, to joke, to check in. These last 2 months, you all have been teaching me how simple that can be and also how meaningful. This morning, I wanted to find a way to say thank you. Thank you for giving me a little oil these last couple of months. Thank you for welcoming me into the kingdom of heaven with you.